Hey guys, this is James the Non-Professional back with another episode of Draw Draw Draw. And today we're doing Captain America and Black Widow, or Steve Rogers and Natasha Romanoff. So for those of you who have followed my Instagram in the past, I did this picture of them two together because I was inspired by the Winter Soldier. The chemistry between Steve Rogers and Natasha was so good that I wanted them to be a couple in the MCU. Of course, they never did. Steve Rogers went with that agent, I guess, from the past, and Natasha Romanoff didn't even end up with anybody, but she ended up, spoiler alert, she ended up dying in Endgame. So anyways, but the chemistry was so good that I thought, hey man, they should have been a couple, And if I'm not mistaken, in the comic books, they actually do become a couple. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that one. I think I heard that somewhere. But anyways, the thing that I want... sorry about the skipping, because there are parts of the video that I just forgot to hit the record button on. And so it went straight from partially finished roughs to, bam, pencils all of a sudden. And I apologize for that. But we are in pencils, so let's keep it tight. And let's pin those definitive details. So the way I put these two together was basically I drew them separately, and I used a lot of references. For those who don't know what it is, basically it's looking at a picture or looking at live action or actually real pictures of something, and then figuring out the anatomy from there and the positions of there and how the muscles flex and everything like that, and then translating that into comic book form. In this scene, it's actually The Notebook. For those who have seen the cover of The Notebook, I haven't seen the movie. I'm not saying that just because it's some girl flick, but I really haven't seen the movie. My wife has, I haven't. But anyways, there's an iconic scene where they're kissing in the rain, and I basically took that picture as a reference, and then I put in place of the couple on screen, put in place of them, Captain America and Natasha Romanoff here, or Black Widow. Less the legs wrapped around the waist, because in the picture she's got her legs wrapped around the dude's waist, and I'm like thinking to myself, it might not be appropriate for a demographic of teen and young adults, maybe young adults. I don't know, but I just didn't think it was appropriate to do that, so I left that out. I just went ahead and had her legs come straight down and her just sort of leaning in as Captain America is just basically lifting her up with one arm. And I paid particularly close attention to the softness of the expression, the sort of wanting, sort of leaning in thing, So you see her right arm in the background there. And then, of course, her right hand reaching around back behind his neck, and she's just like sort of pulling him in as he's pulling her in, and it's just sort of a moment that they have together. Like I said, I thought they were a better couple than Bruce Banner and Natasha, which didn't really play out to be anything. He left for like a long time, like 4 years or 5 years or something like that, 7 years, I can't remember, and finally crash landed on Earth, and they were just like, hey Bruce, hey, and it was just sort of this awkward moment, and that's about it. I mean, he got real angry when she died, there's nothing really played out. But anyways, let's do some inks. It took me a lot of trial and error to get these inks right, because man, translating expression from pencils to inks, it was very difficult, because everything is so much more defined and more in harder lines. It's everything is more obvious. There's no gradient to the line. So, anyways, there was a lot of trial and error, and I think I got a good representation of her expression. Again, it's just a sort of a soft, sort of wanting expression that I wanted for this piece. Her hair was another difficult thing. You're going to see me go all the way back to the roughs in order to get the hair right, because I had her hair sort of partially curly and voluminous, but it for whatever reason it was too like you couldn't see the couple's face. I mean, you could, but it was just drowned out in all that hair. So I ended up putting straight lines to sort of contrast the organic lines there of her face line of their profiles, and it turned out a little bit better. It allowed the subject or the facial expressions to sort of be a little bit more focused, or the subject of the piece, rather than just a convoluted mess of lines sitting right there. But you'll see me go all the way back to the roughs out there, I do these ridiculously annoying scales that, just, I hate them. Anyways, so I don't even know why I chose to do Captain America. I chose it because this is the couple that I wanted to draw, but man, I guess I could have just drew him in the Winter Soldier style Captain America, where he didn't have the scales. He had just like this tactical uniform on, which was really cool. I should have done that now that I think about it, because man, scales is annoying as ever. Anyways, and there I go, going back all the way to the roughs, and you notice her hair is a little bit straighter and not as voluminous. Voluminous. I don't know. A lot of volume. And I also put that little shade there just to make her face pop a little more, so you got like a little shadow that sort of outlines her face, so that her face will pop out a little more, and you not just have this busyness sitting right there. Anyways, I'm just wrapping up the final details here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Always remember your 3 P's: persistence, patience, perseverance. That's how you mature in any endeavor. Hey guys, if you like my content, please like or comment below. And if you want regular updates, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.